Oh, welcome back to GMA3, and it is Faith Friday. You know we love our Faith Friday around here, and we are keeping it all in the family today. Our next two guests, brothers. One is a pastor, the other a doctor. Wonder which one's praying more these days, Robot. So Father Bob Sullivan, the pastor of a parish of over 7,000 and the president of a Catholic high school. Well, he tested positive for COVID-19. So, of course, Dr. David Sullivan, his brother of Johns Hopkins University, stepped in to help.
That's right, and they're both joining us now to give us an update on how Father Bob is doing and how he was able to beat the virus. Thank you both for being with us. And so, Father Bob, yes, I will start with you. You were diagnosed back in late September. Tell us a little bit more about how you handled everything.
Well, when I was first diagnosed, I started having wasn't feeling well, and I recently had a flu shot, and they changed my blood pressure medication. And so the doctor said, well, let's just see if that's it. But then I started running a fever. And so I texted my brother and I said, what do I need to do? And he said, go get a COVID test. So I did, and I tested positive. And so I called him and said, listen, what do I need to do? And he goes, well, there's not much we can do, but we've got a clinical trial. Would you like to participate? And I said, sure. Do they do it here at UAB, where I live in Birmingham? And he said, yes. And so I enrolled in the trial on Saturday, the day I tested positive, and was receiving convalescent plasma on Monday.
Dr. Sullivan, you know as well as anyone out there just how devastating this pandemic has been and how devastating COVID-19 can be on patients. But what is your first concern when you hear your brother has COVID?
My first concern is he's my brother. I had 4 brothers growing up. My mom said 5 under 5 before 65, 5 sons under age 5 before 1965. So he's my brother, and we knew we had antibodies work. We knew we had a way to give them a 50% chance of giving him something that really worked, and so I wanted to help him.
Yeah, and Dr. Sullivan, it's always great to have a doctor in the family. My brother's a doctor too, but a lot of people aren't in that situation. They don't know what to do. They don't know who to turn to. What advice do you have for people who either themselves have COVID-19 or they find their loved ones in that situation? What should we be doing?
Well, if your loved ones do have it and they're in the outpatient setting, there's monoclonal antibodies that are limited available. We know antibodies work. You can also go to, you can join a clinical trial, and Secretary Azar has recently called plasma the gift of life, because it has antibodies from people that have defeated the virus. And if you join a clinical trial, you have a 50% chance of getting something that works. It's a randomized clinical trial. Otherwise, you can sit at home and do nothing. You can also protect your loved ones that are who are negative. Anyone over age 18 can join the trial. It's even safe for people that are pregnant. You can go to covidplasmatrial.org or 888-506-1199 to validate this gift of life. We just need people to show how well it works so that the FDA can approve it with these flexible, creative solutions that we're all working on. I'm just privileged to stand shoulder to shoulder to be working on this, to be able to have an opportunity for my brother to participate in the trial. We can all deal with this virus. Thank you.
Father Bob, you tell me, for folks out there, they strike some balance, right? You're a man of God here, and you lean on your faith, certainly during hard times, I'm sure. You lean on your faith, but sometimes you got to call a doctor. What was it like for you during this time, and what do you say to people out there who are going through maybe what you went through? How much do you, or did you lean on faith? I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't say versus science, but what was the balance between the two?
Well, we understand that God has given us the wonderful gift of our intellect and knowledge. And so I leaned on my faith because I know my God is a God of hope. That even in difficult times, there's always the light at the end of the tunnel. And that intellect that God has given us, I'm thankful for because of doctors like my brother who use that wonderful gift to further science and to help all of us, because we are indeed a community of people. God has given us all many gifts, And so the gift that he has given me was the opportunity to pray, to pray for those who are affected by this, to pray for those who are searching for a cure. Even though I was not able to physically be present with my community during the time of quarantine, I could pray for them and they could pray for me. And I recognized that throughout all of it, my hope and my trust is in God, and my God will continue to stand by me even through difficult times.
Well, I think prayers and science pack a powerful punch, and we certainly could all use both right about now. Father Bob, thank you for your inspiration. We're so glad you're doing better. And Dr. Sullivan, thank you for all of your research and your work. We certainly need you in our lives as well. So we appreciate your time. We know you're both busy men.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.